Looks like I just forgot to turn the camera, the microphone on. So once again, welcome to the next stream, Nürburgring eSports. Welcome to the testing of the Nordschleife 1967. That's the next big event on Nürburgring eSports, the Legends Race. As you may have seen from the thumbnail, we are racing the old version, the historic, the untamed version of the Nordschleife. We're racing 1970 cars, 1970 touring cars, and to do the first few laps to get used to the track and the cars, I've chosen the Ford Capri. As you can see on screen, it's a Ford Capri RS 3100, so a very good looking car. We will have a lot of cars and we will go through the cars in just a moment when I finish the lap. So save the date already, 20th of September, the race will be taking place, and the registration for the race will be open very shortly. Please follow our social media channels on Instagram and on Facebook, and always have a look on our website when the registration will be open. But the best source obviously will be Instagram to see when the registration will be open. But I will take you for a lot of laps today. So bear in mind with me. We will be learning the track together. As you may know, Nordschleife is very familiar to me, so I've driven a lot of laps on the Nordschleife already. But the version we are driving from 1967 is a lot different. The edition of the Südschleife, the old Südschleife, is very new to me as well. And the Nordschleife is also a lot different than it is at the current state in the modern era of racing. But enough talking for the moment. I will give you the trailer so you know what we're talking about, and then we'll see ourselves back on track very soon. So there you have it. That's what I was talking about. That's the trailer from the Legends race taking place on the 20th of September. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna take you for a lap on a Nordschleife, quick sound check. So as always, when the sound is not good enough or the sound is a little bit off, just let me know. I can adjust it on the fly so that we'll have a good sound. So as I said before, we're racing the Ford Capri. Obviously it's a manual shift, so we put it into first gear. Yeah, and always nearly stalled it. Yeah, it's beautiful weather here, a little bit too beautiful for me, for my liking. So let's quickly change that. Wait, give me a minute. I need this one. Where's the planner? There it is. Okay. So let me quickly change that a little bit to put it in a few clouds, I guess. So that's a little bit better, I guess. So daytime is at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And we're going on the Nordschleife. So start finish straight already done. We're going for a slow lap first, or a rather slow lap, and going down onto the Südschleife. That's the track I'm really not familiar with. I haven't raced these cars very much, so I'll take you on a journey to learn the track, to see how fast we can go, and after that we will do a short race on this track against the AI. So as I said, I'm racing with a manual H pattern shifter. So let's see if we have some missed shifts down the lane, but I will concentrate a little bit on the corners. There are always different approaches to learn the new track, but for my liking, I always like to go for a slow lap in a car without the virtual racing line. So a lot of people recommend putting on the virtual racing line, but that's the same process as you're driving with, when in real life you're driving with the navigation system on. You will never learn the way to your destination when you have the navigation on. So it's the same for me with the idea with the line on the track. So we will try to remember some of the visual breaking points or some of the visual clues. So as you can see, it's Nordschleife in the 67. The fences are near. Everything is very close to the track. The track is very narrow, and I'm really looking forward to what will be during the race with, in maximum, I think about 30 cars. I will show you the different cars in just a second. But yeah, as you can see, there are skid marks on the track, which indicate that there will be a slow corner. Oh yeah, crashed the car. That's what I say. Indications of a slow track or of a slow corner can be skid marks on the track. Indication of a slow corner can just be that you doesn't see the corner. So this obviously here you can see is a long straight, and we're revving out the Ford. So does the Ford have a 6 gear? No, only 5 gears. Okay. So top speed here 230. Let me see. So now we're going. That's the back straight from the pits. Now we're going on the Nordschleife. So the modern era, it's a Sabine Schmitz curve here. Obviously, at this point of time, it wasn't the Sabine Schmitz curve. Now we're going down to Hatzenbach. There are the signs on the track, which you can see, where you can have an idea where we are. As you can see, the track is very much similar, or it's very similar to the modern day track. Corners a little bit tighter, Hatzenbach a little bit tighter, but it's still the same layout and the same corners, but corners are a lot tighter actually. So that's the last part of that's Hocheichen already, right and left, and then we're going down to Quiddelbacher Höhe. There's the official road, the legal road. We're going over the Quiddelbacher Höhe, driving onto Flugplatz. There you see the sign, Flugplatz. As you can see, a lot different topography, especially beside the track. There are only fences and bushes. What's Leitplanken in English? I know. Oh no, you know what I mean. No Leitplanken. So we're going Schwedenkreuz and then braking hard down for Arenberg. Yeah, there's a little bit of a misshift, as you heard. I'm trying to shift up, as you can see in the bottom left corner. There is the pedal entries, which you can see very good. So I have to clutch in the car when upshifting, but we're downshifting only with a small blip. And then we're going around the track. So in chat, when you're in chat, let me know if the sound is good, if I have to change anything. That's probably second gear here in, I don't know, fourth. The fences are very close, no curbs, I don't know, fourth. And going down to Metzgesfeld. There's a big runoff area nowadays. The runoff area is missing at this point of the decade. So yeah, we're being very careful, as you can see, not overdriving the car, just getting used to the car. A little bit of a misshift again. It's always a little bit difficult when you're going in the lower gears. I know from my past testings, so it's always a little bit difficult when you're going into the in the lower gears. You really have to blip the car to get the gear in. So let's try again. Now here in Verseifen, that was better. Very tight corner actually, and not too many elevation changes like we have in the modern days. So now we're going down to Breitscheid. Welcome fans to Adenau. Breitscheid Bridge is a lot different than it is today. There's a big bump on the bridge. Exmühle is still an off-camber or a cambered corner where we nearly ran into the bushes. So we'll have to remember those parts who are tighter were different. On the Südschleife we'll have to remember the whole track. On the Nordschleife we'll have to remember parts who are different than they are in modern days, because as I said in the beginning, you may expect that I'm knowing the Nordschleife very well, but as you can see, the Nordschleife is different. Can remember these guys in the 70s racing on this track with the trees and no fencing on the side, the trees very much at the side of the track, with no runoff area. So if you made a mistake, this normally ended very badly. So that's very tight just before Mutkurve. We'll have to remember that. Just a small downshift as we're trying to learn the track. When we're going into the Mutkurve, there's a steep elevation here just before the right hand. Oh yeah, that's a lot tighter than it is on the nowadays. So the Steilstrecke on the left, but we're going the original track to the right, to the Caracciola Carousel. At these days, the drivers and cars were already driving the lower line, because usually it was built as a rain drainage. But Mr. Caracciola, that's why it's named Caracciola Carousel, said in dry, okay, we can run on the drainage and then be a lot faster through that corner. So going uphill onto Hohe Acht. And yeah, that's the highest point of the track. Third gear corner, and we're going Hedwigshöhe. And down in the direction of Wippermann. There's a sign, that's Wippermann. Very similar to the modern day track. A lot of putting a lot of braking into it. Eschbach and down to Brünnchen. That's the most famous part of the track, probably. As you can see, a lot of campers and trailers, even in these older days. Whoa, that's a nice bump, and the bridge here in Brünnchen, this is not there in the modern day. So a lot of campers, obviously a fan favorite spot in the 60s and 70s as well. Yeah, I remember this corner that's Eiskurve. Oh yeah, okay. Oh so welcome to the fans. Okay, we remember after Eiskurve Going down to Flansgarten. This corner is very, very steep. So let's see how Flansgarten 2 is. Oh yeah, that's a big jump. You have to go slow over there, obviously, and then going down to Stefan Bellof S, which wasn't the Stefan Bellof S back in these days, because Bellof S is very much new. So I'm always getting a USB disconnecting sound, which is very worrying, but obviously it's my dashboard. Whoa, a big jump here at Schwalbenschwanz. Yeah, we're going through it. The second smaller banking now here. A lot of skid marks again. So let's check the last corner, Galgenkopf, or obviously a good camping spot. As you can see on the left. What car is do you drive? Okay. What car am I driving? I'm driving the... Hi Max, welcome to the stream. I saw you already registered. Your registration is saved. Just to say, so Max is the first, Max and his father Peter, the first two guys who registered for the championship. Max, that's a Ford Capri, but I will show all the cars in just a second. So we're having a top speed, bottoming out on 250. Probably we'll have to lengthen the gearing a little bit for this track. Antonius Bucher, just to be safe, brake a little bit because I don't know the track. So let's see how we're going down into the Hohenrhein chicane. Yeah, a lot of different curbs and elevations, very tight corner. So that's one lap. Bear with me, little Ford. That's one lap done on the historic Nordschleife. You can see the pits on the right. That's the feel, that's the atmosphere we're getting at this race. I'm very much looking forward. So let's try second lap a little bit faster now. Going onto the Nordschleife, lifting over the bump and revving out the car. This feels a little bit like the Hudson Bug, the early beginnings here of the Südschleife. I was thinking about an upshift, but no, thought better of it. But we're driving. Now you can see the track, and when you see the track, it's always, you see where you're going, it's always a little bit better because it's easier to remember. Yeah, we can go down. So this corner, I just remembered, is it closing corner? Yes, it is. Okay, very much so. That's the reference points I was talking about. And when you can see the corner, you can accelerate. When you don't see the corner, just in case, brake a little bit. So it's a downshift to third because we saw the corner very good. Easy on the throttle. Yeah, it opens up now. Yeah, try to be as safe as we can. These cars are very, very good to drive, even though they're old cars. So second gear at this corner on the bridge. Control the oversteer. So I will give you a little bit of insights when I have experienced more than one car, but this car is very good to drive. You have to be careful, obviously, because it's an old car and there is no traction control. And I think also no ABS. We will just check in a second, stamp on the brakes and see if the car locks. So that's the easiest way to find out if there's a little bit of if there's a driving aid. So now we take this corner. Yeah, as you can see, 4 locked tires. So no ABS, but it's pretty good. I had to stamp on the brake very much. So upshift, okay, that's a good reference point when we go to the slow first gear corner, the right-hander between the fences. Then we're back. We managed to take the Südschleife behind us. So and now we're going on the back straight, braking hard. for the banking here, going on to the Nordschleife. Sabine Schmidt's curve once again and going down to Hatzenbach. From the last lap I remembered, from the first lap I remembered, even I was talking a lot, that the corners are a little bit tighter than they are nowadays, or the car is just not able to do these corners that quickly. No, they are tighter, they are surely tighter here in Hatzenbach. So all second gear in the Ford Capri. Hatzenbach, it's always the layout is the same. The corner angles are a lot different. Still second gear, and then it's Hocheichen here, and going down. No, not full throttle. Yeah, but nearly full throttle. Going down Quittelbacher Höhe. Now we're taking the jump flat. Oh, it's not a jump. It's a little bit of a crest. Braking on the crest. Okay, we can brake a little later there. In the next lap, full throttle, Schwedenkreuz, that is always full throttle. Understeer is real. Oh, this bump is a little bit. Oh no, there was the second gear, a little bit of a misshift. Just before the crest, because I wanted to slow down for the crest as the car gets very light over the crest. Down into the Fuchsröhre and brake on top of the hill, brake down to fourth, shift down to third, and probably one more to second. Yeah, that was a good downshift. And then you can throttle it out again after, I don't know, fourth. Going down in the direction of Metzgesfeld. So the first corner was no problem. Second corner a little bit slower than you would expect for the in comparison to the modern track. So now Kallenhardt, very tricky corner, always because it closes and opens again, and there's the fence is very close, or the bushes are very close to the track. So that's piff puff, and then miss hit miss. As you can see, the atmosphere is crazy on this track with the fences dead near to the side of the track. So going down to Werseifen, as I remember from the first lap, it's a very tight corner. I'm not sure yet if it makes sense to use first gear in the slow corners, because the car has a lot of torque. Exmühle. Oh yeah, this was the corner which was so tight in the first place. Okay, so probably a third lap is needed, that we get the idea. Or that I can remember how many tighter corners. Bergwerk was fine, I think. So we stay in third gear. Yeah, Bergwerk is fine. Accelerate out one of the most important corners on this track, as there is a long straight following going up Klostertal and Kesselchen. We have to lift a little bit in these kings, because over the bumps the car gets very, very loose, very understeerious, not much grip. But I can remember from the first lap, the next normally full throttle right and left kink is a little bit tighter before. So now Mutkurve, that's easy. Okay, and now first lap we ran off the grass in this right kink, so we slow down a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bad camber corner, but we made it this time. Okay, third gear into second gear, sorry, into Steilstrecke. And up to the carousel once more. Getting used to the car now. And uphill in the direction of the Hohe Acht. So we'll be choosing another car for our practice session then, and then we'll do a race against the AI, see how that goes. So you can also see the variants of cars in this race. I said before, the Legends race will take part on the 20th of September. It's a 3-hour team race, so I think 2 or 3 drivers would be the perfect sweet spot for every team to register with. The registration will be online very, very soon. Please follow our social media channels to stay up to date. Oh, that's a going into Eschbach, driving into Brünnchen. We'll have to remember this corner is very tight, because when you don't make the corner, there's a fence very close to the track, or at the exit of the corner. I wonder how many times they had to renew that fence in real life in the 60s and 70s. So now there was the last time we drove into the wall, or into the, oh, it's even tighter. We drove into the trees on the right side going down into Flansgarten 1. But now we at least made the corner, so that's a valid lap now, I think. And we will see the lap time in a second when we're going through. But until now, lap time is still valid. I didn't cut the course. Yeah, saying it and cutting the course. Okay. It's a pity. I wanted to put in a valid lap to get a good comparison with another car in the next stint. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. We will have the time checked up either way, even if it's not valid. Can have stay in third gear, I think. Yeah, for Galgenkopf, let it roll a little bit faster into here. Accelerating down to the Döttinger Höhe. Greetings to Mr. Retterrad on the left side. I think in the 60s, 67, he owned his gas station already. So yeah. It's so we're now approaching 11 minutes on one lap. That's something we have to keep in mind for the race we're doing, because I want to simulate the 3 hours within, I think 3 or 4 laps will be enough. So slowing down for the Hohenrheinschikane. That's already second gear, a little bit. That's the beauty of an H shifter. You can go down from 5th to 2nd. So we'll finish the lap to get an idea. So it's an L11 37.4, and then we'll park down in the pit lane and go for another car. So yeah, there were 2 laps on the Nordschleife with the Ford Capri, and now you can see, let's see if you can see, yes, now you can see the different cars. So we do have a BMW 3 CSL, 440 brake horsepower, very powerful car, very famous car, only 1050 kilograms. The Corvette, on the other hand, 1350 kilograms, but a lot more torque actually in it. So then we have the Tommaso Pantera 470, a little bit similar than more similar to the BMW. A Ferrari 365 GTB with 450 brake horsepower and 1200 The Ford Capri, a very light car with a high amount of power, 440 brake horsepower. Jaguar, broad speed, 600 brake horsepower with 1,360 kilograms. So a little bit more of a power car. Then once more, a little bit more of a lighter car, the Nissan GTR. And then we have 3 different Porsches available. The Porsche 906 with only, as I'm saying, only 220 brake horsepower, but on the other hand, only 580 kilograms. From 1966. And then we do have both of the RSR Porsches, the version from 1973 and the version from 1974, with a similar amount of power and weight. So as you can see, 330 brake horsepower and about 900 kilograms, 850 kilograms weight. And last but not least, the AC, the Shelby Cobra, the Shelby Daytona, sorry, not the Cobra, the Shelby Daytona, with almost 400 brake horsepower and 1,000 kilograms. So what to choose for the next quick run? I think we take one of the more powerful cars and more heavier cars to see if there's a big difference in the lap time. Yeah, probably the Corvette or the Jaguar. No, I think we take the Jaguar. That's looks like a little bit of a boat, but nevertheless, we will try to make it happen. So let's go. And as we're loading, I'll let you see the trailer once again because it's just beautiful. So as you can see, the trailer once again, I will say it over and over again, 20th of September, save the date, registration will be up very soon. So we're now on track with the Jaguar Broadspeed, and yeah, for your information, we will have a quick look into the setup menu to see what we can change. The gearing, yeah, okay, so there we can have a stock gearing, then a little bit, let me have a quick look, it's a little bit longer, yeah, they're all a little bit longer, but the final gear ratio has to be set to keep we're taking the longer gear ratio actually and putting up the final gear ratio a little bit to go 260, probably this one is good, 280 sounds about reasonable. Then we have slicks, only slicks and only slicks available, so you can be sure there will be no rain in the race. Then fuel capacity on the Jaguar is about, I think, 120 liter as it looks like. It's a little bit, I always hate it when clicking with the gloves on. So okay, we start with 50 liters, 120 liters. Then you can have the brake balance, which can be adjusted. All the camber and toe, Sturz and Spur, yeah, camber and toe. Then we have the anti-roll bars and the differentials, and here's the anti-roll bars and the dampers. And the dampers, yeah. So you can adjust a lot of things, but we will keep it on stock. So, oh yeah, right-hand drive. Welcome to the street or to the track. So I put up the let me see. Yeah, I put up the. You can see a little bit better. what I'm doing and what is going on. So yeah, cars won't display for some reason because there's obviously something missing in one of the INI data. So now we're in a Jaguar. Unfortunately, it won't show, but yeah, it is what it is. So right-hand drive car. Let me quickly move the chat a little bit. No, you can't see on the left-hand side. Okay, but that's good. Good enough. So put it in gear, rev it out, have a little bit of a sound check. Sounds good as well. So let the clutch roll and then go for another lap with this. Obviously, I was saying it's a boat, but let's see. So a little bit of a get used to it with a right-hand drive car. It was probably not the best idea to learn a new track and then switch the steering sides, but we will manage it. We will manage it. Bear with me. So going down Südschleife again, remembering it's not the Nordschleife, although it feels a little bit like the Nordschleife. In the first part, pretty much feels like it is the Hatzenbach section, but it's a little bit different. As you will see when we're back on Hatzenbach once more, there is some kind of a difference. So accelerating, yeah, well, I'm already experienced in the longer gearing I put in. So there I was not ready for a blip there, as we were very underperforming the revs. So now going to the left, going to the right, accelerating down. It's a little bit more convenient when you have a little bit of a longer gearing because you don't have to shift that often. But for this corner with the house, you can remember the house, the skid marks on the track. So that's a little bit of a easy to remember corner, that it's very tight with the house coming up. So now we're going up the section with all the bushes on the left and right side. The bushes make it very hard to see the track, but yeah. We will get there. So a little bit of skid marks here, so we'll try to slow the car a little bit down, or a darker tone of the asphalt, which indicates that there's a very tight corner. We roll it here, and then yeah, that's the upper corner with the wooden fences. The first gear corner, which is always tighter than it looks like, but nothing can happen there because there is the fencing, and the fencing won't go away. So now accelerating down the back straight, and already having done a lap on the section from the Südschleife. So fourth gear. Not even getting to the third gear, the fifth gear, sorry. But I didn't honestly watch if it's a 4-speed or a 5-speed car. So yeah, we'll have to quickly. No, there is no fifth gear. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, putting it back into second, and this car only a 4-speed car. So it pretty much makes sense. Oh wow, it's very slidey actually into the slower corners here in the Hatzenbach section. So let's see what happens when we touch the curbs a little bit, because as we are a race driver, it's not convenient to touch the curbs. As we are a race driver, we want to go as fast as we can and want to cut the track as much as we can. So we want to cut the course as much as we can. Obviously, always within the track limits. Oh yeah, the gearing is a little bit weird actually, because we're revving out the third gear very, very fast, and then going down into fourth gear, it's a little bit of a stretch. So remembering this, yeah, it's when we're going over the crest, the car gets very light. Even this is the heaviest car out of all. Braking very, very early into Arenberg. And putting down the throttle once more, going down the Fuchsröhre. I'm really interested in seeing how the AI behaves on this track, because it will give us an idea on how it is when we're driving with a lot more cars, when we're driving with 30 cars on the Nordschleife. As I said, it's a 3-hour race. I don't know, actually, did I put in? No, I didn't put in the... We will have the next car when we're testing the next car. Probably one of the lighter cars once more, one of the Porsches. We will enable the fuel consumption to see how much fuel the cars need for a lap. Will obviously be very different from car to car. But I think this track is so demanding, this track is so special, that it doesn't matter which car you choose as long as you feel comfortable in the car. So with this car and this gearing, we're for sure shifting down into first gear in Wehrseifen, which is the pretty much the next corner. Yeah, now the next corner coming up. Oh, very bad on the brakes, the Jaguar. The Ford was a little bit easier to slow down. So let me know in chat, which car are you taking? Which car is the one you're most looking forward to? Yeah, remembering the Exmühl corner was very, very tight, so yeah, we slowed down enough. Revving out the car, going through a little bit with a lift through the Lauderknick, and then coming up to Bergwerk. Another corner on the rise. And accelerating up closer tire, and I was lifting a little bit through these kings as we did with the Ford as well. Oh, it was a little bit of a weird oversteer. Yeah, but you have to be very patient. Just keep it on track. Keep it on track through the 3-hour race will benefit you a lot more than choosing the right car. So you have to, when you choose the car for the race, I think it doesn't really matter. You have to choose the car you are liking the most, which you are the most familiar with. Probably again in this corner, we're going offline a little bit. Well, it will be difficult enough to keep the car on track. Obviously, the race will be live streamed again. Hoping to fix my live stream issues or my commentary live stream technical issues very, very soon. In the bar at Nürburgring, you probably saw on Wednesday on the last stream we had some difficulties, but we will solve it. Bear with us, we will surely solve it. So accelerating up to Hohe 8. And as you may have seen, that's one of the things a lot of people talked about, or a lot of drivers asked about. I'm not streaming from the Nürburgring eSports bar, or one of our Nürburgring eSports bars. I'm streaming today. I'm streaming from home. Probably will be the last time, and the next time I will set up the stream at one of the bars to get the full motion racing experience like our customers love to. But I'm a little bit more familiar with the with my private technique, so yeah, that's why I'm streaming from home. But as I said, next stream will surely be from the Nürburgring eSports bar. We already tried to set up one of the simulators for streaming again, and it's, as you may have known, when you try to stream, it's always a little bit of an effort to get everything running. And as I was streaming from home before, I already knew what I had to do here. But nevertheless, slow down, Sebastian. Didn't slow down enough. So that's a very bad corner for me. I remember just before the crash to slow down, but it was too late. And as the brakes of the Jaguar are not that good. It was difficult, so yeah, now we cut the course here in the Bell of S, which was obviously the Bell of S before, but yeah, we cut the course a little bit. So then going over the hill to the as you can see on the telemetry on the bottom left, I'm really fighting the car, throttling, not throttling, throttling again. The curves are not very consistent, so to say, which they should be always. So the more consistent you have an input curve, the faster you are. Same for the steering, so the less corrections you have, the faster you get. So now we can have a little bit of a how do you say, a little bit of a breathe down. Fourth gear, as I said. Let's see the top speed we're reaching with the Jaguar. Already 270, 280, nearly 280. Yeah, but that's the that's the most we can get, I think, over the crest. Let it roll into the into Antoniusbuche and let it roll into the Hohenrhein chicane. So going down with the Jaguar. So visual reference points, that's what we're talking about in the next lap when we choose another car. So going to the pits. Welcome, Jeff. We stayed alive. Thank you. We stayed alive for another lap, and now we're choosing another car. So, chat, I'll give you about two to 3 seconds to choose a car on your own. I will show you the opportunities again, or the cars you can choose from. The 1975 BMW CSL. It's the 1969 Chevrolet Corvette. The 1972 De Tomaso Pantera, that's an Italian car. I know who will drive the Italian car. Then the Ferrari, obviously from 1970. The Ford Capri we already drove. That's the first car we took from 1974 with a very good sound. Then Nissan GTR as well, right-hand drive. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Which cars are left-hand and right-hand? So that's a left-hand, that's left. That's left. That's left. Capri obviously left. Nissan is right-hand drive, and Porsches should be left-hand, as well as the Shelby Daytona. 1964. That's the oldest car in the grid. Yeah, that is the oldest car in the grid. So choose your car now. And I will go for another, I think 1 or 2 laps with one of the cars. I want to drive, so if you don't choose a car, I choose a car. I think I'll drive the RSR from 1974. And then for the AI race, we'll take the Shelby Daytona or the Ferrari. Yeah, the Ferrari, probably Ferrari. Okay, now we're taking the Porsche from 1974. Because I think a lot of guys will try the Porsche. So okay, we'll put the driving aids up, as I wanted to see fuel consumption at 1. Yeah, mechanical damage. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, but let's do the challenge. Do the mechanical damage on 100. No auto clutch, no ideal line, no auto blip, and no auto shifting. So go again, and we'll switch the weather in a second. Look at that beautiful Porsche. Look, that's not the Porsche we're driving. That's, I think, the 906 then. And yeah, we're driving now the Porsche RSR from 1974. Have a quick look in the setup menu. What a beautiful car. What a beautiful car. Okay, so we'll have a quick look in the settings. We'll put up the gearing once again. 266 sounds convenient. This game, now not forgetting to check how many gears we have. Obviously 5. Tires, only 1 tire available again, and then we'll put fuel up to 50 liter as I put on the fuel consumption, and I want to make sure that we're at least making 2 laps this time. So there's the overall stuff: braking balance, braking power, toe and camber once more. The differentials, it's a little bit different than it was in the Jaguar, yeah, but the car obviously is a little bit different, and there's everything you can exchange as well. So let's have a quick look, and then I think we're changing the weather again a little bit, because let's try broken clouds. How does that look like? Oh, it's a little bit darker. Okay, broken clouds, looks like it's raining in a second, but obviously it will not. Yeah, but just to give you a little bit of a different, let's try something else. Obviously, what do we have in space? Overcast? No, that's a little bit too dark. Okay. What about the scattered clouds? They're scattered clouds. Oh yeah, they look good. Okay, so then put on the gloves, switch on to the stream screen, put it in gear. Sound check. Sound check is typical Porsche sound. Typical. So typical Porsche sound, as I said. 8,000 RPM nearly. So we'll try to go for a little bit of a faster time. Okay. I'm already hurting the gearbox. Here's the damage indicator on the left as we put on the mechanical damage now. Let's see how long we can survive if we make it for 2 laps without completely crushing the gearbox. So that's again the section with the Hudson bug feel. A little bit different, but the corners are very well to be seen. So for the race, as we don't have H pattern shifter for every simulator, for the race there will be no auto shift but an auto clutch function available, so that you don't have to damage your car or your gearbox during driving or while driving. 3 hours, I'm pretty sure we will take damage off as well, but that's nothing we just decided on, because it's a difficult track, and when you're driving for 3 hours. Okay, second gear is first gear is no option in the Porsche. We'll probably put our damage off, and we want you to finish the race, and it's very likely that you go into the fence 1 or 2 times during this long race on this difficult track with these not so easy cars. So yeah, we're probably putting damage off so that you can have a good race. But it's a game of patience, I think, throughout the 3 hours, having a little bit of experience on the simulators. So second gear, very slow corner. And as you can see, I'm already getting a little bit more comfortable on the track while racing here. And yeah, going down or going up the back straight. Third gear through the banking. The gearbox is already yellow. It doesn't like my downshifts with the blip only. Once again, I put in the gear without. Okay, so let me try and shift down the next time with the clutch in and see if this gets better. That gets better, but it doesn't matter for you, so. Missing upshifts now as well. Up about Quittelbacher Höhe, a little bit of a jump. Flugplatz, brake, slow the car down, get it rolling into the corner, and then we're driving. Wow, these bumps are crazy in this car. I got a lot of force feedback, a lot of very detailed force feedback. Very much have to concentrate to hold the wheel. So stay in third gear through Arenberg. Go down the hill. Fuchsröhre once again. Staying in fourth this time. Should have shifted down to second this actually, but doesn't matter. Okay, third gear Metzgesfeld. Down to Hatzenbach, no, not Hatzenbach, Kalnab, thinking about something else and then talking weird stuff. So yeah, just accelerate, keep it in third gear, rev it out. Now the tricky section of Wehrseifen once again. Second gear should be enough. Third gear over Breitscheid. The bridge is very easy to miss, and now we shift down to second gear because from the previous laps we remember this corner is very tight. Oh, there was a big oversteer correction. You may have seen in the wheel input. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, this race will be very tough. That's true. Will be very, very tough, but I think a lot of fun and a lot of good atmosphere in our esports bars. So as we are approaching a little bit of an easier part of the track, we'll shortly put up again the numbers. So we're racing on the 20th of September, the Legends race, a 3-hour team race on this legendary Nordschleife track. One of the biggest challenges for all of our customers in the Nürburgring eSports bars. There will be 12, oh no, sorry, one is already registered. So 11 spots available at the Nürburgring eSports bar, 10 spots available at the eSports bar in Koblenz, another 10 available at Zurich, Zurich Opfikon or Opfikon in Zurich, and another 6 spaces available in Roche. At the Genève Sea. So you have to be very fast, but if you do the quick math calculation, there are 38 places available for the drivers, and we do have, I think it was 8 or 9 cars available to choose from. It will be a tough race, yes, but one of the most challenging and most fun experience you will get in sim racing. But that's it, because that is the beauty of sim racing. You can go back 50 years in time with a mouse click, experience something very, very special. No real race driver or no race driver from the real world nowadays is able to experience once more. But we are in sim racing. We are just take the track from 1967 and go back in time for 50 years and feel like you're driving on in the 70s with all these beautiful cars, with beautiful looking, beautiful sounding cars on this historic version. But yeah, you are right. This will be a very tough experience for everybody, so that's why I was talking about putting the damage off. So now I remember this corner, because there's the fence on the right side. Yeah, there you see this fence. When you go, I don't know what happens when you go behind this fence. Probably we can test in the next lap. All the bumps in the car. I'm already getting sweaty, because the force feedback in these cars is really awesome. It's a great mod from Assetto Corsa Legends. I really love these guys because they're doing great mods. They think they not only put in the Nordschleife, the Nordschleife is standard content from Kunos, but they put in think Trento Bondone, or the Mille Miglia is from these guys as well, with his older cars, and yeah, they're doing a great job. And the force feedback, as I said, on these cars is just amazing. It's so detailed, so good to drive, very reliable and predictable. That's the most important thing, and you can really feel what the cars are doing. So probably it looks like a lot more work than it actually is. Oh, the gearbox is broken. Yeah, it's red already. Okay. So never mind. No, gearbox is broken. You can say here, I'm not able to put in a gear. I'm fully on the clutch. No. So we broke the gearbox. We broke the car. So okay, that's something we can remember for the next for the race. We're trying to change it to automatically synchronize RPM on downshifts. Yeah, okay, that's what we want to use. And then we keep the mechanical damage on, because I want to see if the auto blip does work actually. And we're trying another car. I think we're trying now I take the BMW, and then we'll take the Ferrari for the actual race. So once more, we're trying one more car, as I didn't finish the lap because I broke the drive shaft. Pillow Lady Weekend. So welcome to the stream. I'm very much looking forward to this race actually. And as I said earlier before, please bear in mind registration is not yet open, but it will be very soon. So please follow our socials, especially Instagram. There will be please follow the Instagram social Nürburgring eSports _GER for Germany, or CH for Switzerland. Just have a quick check on the settings for this car. It's ZF gearbox. Okay, what is it? A Getrack gearbox. Okay, that's probably pretty much the same gearing. We take the ZF gearbox and up the gear ratio a little bit. Only one type of slicks available. Fuel again. I didn't even look after the fuel. Chat, you have to remind me for the next. Before I quit the game, remind me to watch the fuel. So okay, sound check for the BMW. Whoa! Yeah, you can already hear it's a little bit higher revving. I think we're running up until 9,000 RPM. So yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, nearly 9,000 RPM. Oh, I already love that car. Oh no, we're still breaking the gearbox. Okay, so let's see if we can do a lap. So now, as you can see, I'm getting familiar with all the corners. Even on the Nordschleife, it's getting a little bit more comfortable. It's now the 4th or 5th time, so there's no better teacher than experience. It's always the same when you're learning a new track. You have to drive. You have to drive it your own. You have to drive it. You have to watch YouTube videos to get it going. We had the NEC race last Wednesday on Dijon-Prenois, which is a new track or a very uncommon track for a lot of drivers. Yeah, and they told me what they did was they watched the YouTube videos to see where they're going. Dijon only had 8 corners. There are a lot more on the Nordschleife. So probably you have the live stream. You have to watch the live stream. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh no. Okay, slow down, little BMW. Shifting indicators, very interesting. There are 2 lights. So you can see there's on the rev light, there's 1 light on the left and 1 light on the right. Ooh, that's a tough race. Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough. So now the slow corner. And accelerate up the hill back to so as I said, the cars actually are easier to drive than it looks. As long as you brake early enough and be careful, they're way easier to drive, as I said, than it looks like. So we're already into the slight yellow on the gearbox. Let's see if I manage to get in a lap this time. The BMW. I'm trying to right foot brake now. Which shouldn't hurt the gearbox that much. And in these corners, again, left foot brake. I knew I should have put in the pedal cam because it's very interesting how I'm dancing on the pedals here. You can probably review this video very good, yeah, because I'm doing some mistakes you are then able to avoid when you're driving. So if you know the reference points, it's a little bit of a concentration thing here for sure. The force feedback on this BMW is as good as it was on the Porsche. So there you can see the second rev light, which I'm not really sure what this rev light does. left foot brake, right foot braking and putting down the gears with the clutch is obviously a lot more convenient for the gearbox. So as you can see, just take it easy. Take it easy. Don't rev the car out too much. Don't shift up any more gears than you have to. Just let it roll a little bit. Make sure you stay on track, and then you will have a good chance. You will have a good chance to stay on track, actually. Oh no, I had the foot on the wrong pedal, so I had to downshift with the blip again, but it was good last time, so no damage indicator coming up. Coming down to the really tighter or a little bit tighter section, Wehrseifen. Oh, that's a good example here. You can shift up to fourth, but when you do, you're most likely too late on the brakes for Wehrseifen. So just rev it out, let it roll. That's the more convenient way to not crash. It's a lot less fun to downshift with the clutch than to just blip the car. Yeah, but if it doesn't work, if we damage it, I want to do a lap, a full lap. So yeah, take the cut, take the hit. Let it roll once again. Accelerate up the hill, Klostertal, Kesselchen. Let's see how fast we can go. Up here it's 230. 230. Oh, I love it, wrestling the car. No damage indicator this time, downshifting with the blip. Once again, no damage indicator. Okay. Yeah, now I downshifted with the clutch for the lower gears. Going into the carousel, which is for some reason a lot easier to drive than the modern version. At least in Assetto Corsa, that's what I can tell you. On a Döttinger Höhe, if we have the gearbox to do so, we will go for one more fast lap, and I will do a short race against the AI to see how they behave, how close it or how tight it will be on the racetrack when we have the race. So there will be no AI obviously during our race, but we can get an idea on how close and how tight the track it really is with all these cars then on track. There's the fence again. We'll have to remember the entry to Brünnchen every lap. And it's very bumpy. And I love this bridge here at Brünnchen. Probably it's a good idea for me to put down the force feedback a little bit. Otherwise I'm breaking my wrists. But no. I forgot to brake again. So now we damaged the car completely. Yeah. No, it's only orange. It's fine. Steering still straight. Aha. I was watching and looking at the chat and then just forgot to remember that this corner is so freaking tight going into Flansgarten 1. And as well here, Belov S is a little bit of a tighter corner combination than it is in real life, where we can cut a little bit on the grass without making it invalid. I love that all the cars have a unique sound. So, and it feels like there's not much of a difference. Yeah, the Jaguar had not the best brakes, but a lot of torque. So and as you may know, or for sure, if you go to our bars, you can already test these cars on our simulators and see which car you like the most. So they're already on the simulators, they're already available in every bar. So please feel free to visit our bars and test out these cars. Long straight, 5-speed gearbox, 263, that's what was told on the in the setup menu. Whoa, flying a little bit down to Antonius Buche, that is. So shifting down to second gear. So we're trying to put in a valid lap to get an idea. So, and for the reference, we used 17.8 liters of fuel for 1 lap. 3-hour race, how many laps on a Nordschleife 77? So it's, I think, 12 to 30 minutes. We will have a good idea in 1 lap time. We'll have a good idea on how many laps or how long a lap is, but it's thinking of 12 minutes, so there will be 5 laps per hour, so it will be 15 laps, a 15 lap race. Probably 15 laps, probably 14, but yeah, 15 laps on this track. You will know what you've done when the race is finished, and I can promise you it will be one of the greatest sim racing experiences you have ever had. One of the most exhausting, but one of the most thrilling experiences you will ever get. Because this is a car and track combination in combination with our beautiful full motion simulators in every bar. It will be some kind of a sweaty thing to do, but yeah, never mind. It will be, as I said, as I can promise you, one of the greatest experiences ever. In sim racing, when you finish the race after 3 hours with your best buddy, with your sim racing buddy. There are special prizes to win as well. We'll quickly look them up after we finish this lap. We will look up the prizes you can get. And I'll show you how to register for the race when it's live. It's not yet live, the registration, but will be very shortly. Thanks for the great work to my Italian guys, Pippi and Gianluigi, who are doing their best to set up the... So downshifting to second gear with the clutch, doing their best to get the registration up and running. Very soon. So I'm always stopping to talk because you have to be concentrated a little bit, at least in the corners, while upshifting or while accelerating up the hill. It's always a little bit of a tricky thing with these cars because they feel so light and there are so many bumps in the track. You always have to be a little bit concentrated, and I really want to put in a valid lap this time. Gearbox still slightly yellow, so I think we'll have a good chance to finish the lap. We got further than we did with the Porsche, that's for sure. Because with the Porsche we didn't even do one lap. Sorry. So, as I said, it will be about a 50-minute race. Now let's see if I can. Why does my Stream Deck didn't work? Because I wanted to switch to the full screen to give you the full screen experience on the Nordschleife. So I'll have to do it via the mouse. There we go. So okay, concentrate again, get it going. You don't have to watch me talking the whole time, so just concentrate and get a feel for the track once more. And as you can see, I'm already pushing a little bit more into the corners over the bumps and crests. Yeah, that was a good arm back. As I started to brake with the right foot, with the left foot, when we were approaching arm back, and then I decided to switch to the left foot braking, to the right foot braking, and change down to the second gear. That was very, very good. Braking always a little bit difficult when you brake too late, so that's a good pro tip. Brake early with these cars and focus on the corner exit. There will not be a perfect lap around here. That's simply not possible, because there will never be a perfect lap on a Nordschleife. Respect the track as it is. Don't get too much ahead of yourself, because the Nordschleife, yeah, will crush you when you do so. Opala, that's X-Mühle once again, but yeah. So the entry fee in Germany will be 99 euro per team. So if you're racing with your buddy, it's 50 euro each in Germany. So I think that's a brilliant price for the experience you get. Hi, who are you about B? You probably know me, so I most likely know you. So as I said, 100 euro per team if you're racing with your best buddy. It's 50 euro each driver for 1.5 hour practice session, 1 hour qualifying, and a 3-hour race. And I think that is a brilliant price for the experience you get. Normally you pay about 60 euro for an hour driving on the simulators, so that's a real bargain. I really encourage you to use this event to get used to our standards, to get used to this great experience and have a really great time with your friend. So registration will be open very shortly. It's 99 euro in Germany and 149 Swiss francs in Switzerland. Put in third gear, second gear there in the carousel. Yeah, but what do you think? We're still racing. The gearbox is not broken yet. Oh, don't make it invalid. Oh, that was close. Oh, gearbox is getting a little bit out of hand now. Let's see if we can finish the lap. I would love to do so. Hedwigshö. Going down in the direction of Wippermann. Very easy corners. The angles are very much the same. Julien, welcome to the stream. Julien, winner from Dijon-Prenois second race. Congratulations once again. I'm very sorry that it isn't streamed on this channel. I will do my very best to get the next race streamed. But congratulations once again on the win on Wednesday. I hope you're excited for the Legends race already. Downshift. Opala. So now remember, guys, we're going down Ice Kurve, and now that's the trickiest corner on the track, I think. Over the crest, down here into Flansgarten, still a little bit too fast, actually. Yeah, but nevertheless, we're racing. I think we will be able to get this lap in the books. I have an idea, so now don't make it invalid as we did with the Jaguar. Oh no, it was the first lap. Don't make it invalid in the Stefan Bellof S. Yeah, still stayed on track. Time is still white, so yeah, we will sort out our technical issues, Julian, for the next race very surely. So it won't happen again that we have to cancel a stream, so that everybody is able to watch back their races, watch back the racing action in the Nürburgring eSports Championship. That's probably part of the next stream once more when I'm streaming again. It will probably something about the NEC race. With the next race takes place just 2 days before the Legends race on the 18th of September, and we're racing the Nordschleife as well. This time the modern racetrack, and in the Legends race we're racing the old version, the Legends version. Now, and in a second, when we have finished that lap, because it's still valid and I want to finish it valid, I'll show you where you can find the registration, although it's not live yet, but where you can find the registration when it is live, and what you have to do to register for this race. So now we're coming up to the start finish straight. What was the lap time with the Capri? What's 11:30 something as well, I think. 11:28.2 for the BMW. That pretty much rhymes accidentally. So, all right. So you probably see my screen. Yes, you do. So, okay, go to the internet, to the beautiful and big internet. Don't switch it to full screen. Come on, little window. All right, have a quick look. Go to Nürburgring eSports.com. There you are. Choose your country, choose your language. So I'm in Germany. I'm choosing English. There we are. So, and then you have championships and events on top of the list here. Why is events not available in English? Okay, I'll have to look after that. Don't say there's something wrong with the website now, so that I can show you the events. Ah, there they are. Okay. So events. Here you have it. The AC Legends Gentleman Race. As I said, on the 20th of September, taking place at the Nürburgring in Koblenz, at Roche, and in Zurich. click on more info. Now it's everything in German. Let's switch to the English side once again, because I think I put in a lot more information there. No. Okay. Immerse yourself in the exciting world of sim racing and experience a historic 3-hour simulator race on the legendary Nordschleife from 1967. That's what I was talking about. Then you have a link for the cars, so you can choose your car. There's the BMW, then the Chevrolet Corvette, the Tommaso Pantera, the Ferrari 356 GTB, the Ford Capri, and the Jaguar Broadspeed, Nissan, one of the very, very light Porsches, Porsche 906, then the 2 RSRs, one from 1973 and the other one from 1974. And last but not least, the Shelby Daytona, which we haven't driven today. And when you go back, then there's the registration link. As you can see, it's not public yet, but it will be public very soon. So that's and then there's a lot more information on this platform. As well as the prizes. The winner of the 3-hour Nordschleife will get a wild card for our main event this year, which will be a 12-hour race on the Nordschleife. This is in December, but you will get introduced very, very shortly about this race. But that's a 12-hour race with then more than probably 7 or 8 parts, so about 60 drivers on a 12-hour race, and the winner from the 3-hour Gentlemen's or Legends race will get a wild card for the 12-hour race. So there's really, really, really something to win. So I leave you to a very short break, and then we'll set up a short race against the AI, doing 3 laps with a little bit of a time lapse, and see how we're going on. So I'm back in a second, and there's a little bit of a surprise in the upcoming break. So have a look at that very, very carefully.
The atmosphere, the people here around are so passionate, so it's incredible.
I get goosebumps every time I see this.
The Nürburgring is really a very special place, and it's a very difficult place.
So it's very, very good to have all these fans back here in the home of motorsport.
I love this atmosphere. It's the calm before the storm.
The atmosphere, the people here around are so passionate, so it's incredible.
I get goosebumps every time I see this.
The Nürburgring is really a very special place, and it's a very difficult place.
So it's very, very good to have all these fans back here in the home of motorsport.
I love this atmosphere. It's the calm before the storm.
So there you have it. There you have it. I'll keep the trailer running. No, the trailer's not running anymore. Oh no, that's the wrong scene. That's the correct scene. So there you have it. We will be organizing an F1 championship with 5 races and only, I say only, 20 places available. 20 places. We will have a realistic grid from Max Verstappen to Logan Sargent. Cars obviously all will be equal, but pick your teammate and get ready to have an F1 race. When you registered, we will have a poll with all 24 racetracks from this year's season. You can vote 5 tracks, and we will have the 5 most voted tracks to be raced on. Season will be from November on until February. So yeah, there will be the F1 championship. That's the F1 championship for you. Sorry for the short break. The F1 championship just for you. 20 drivers, only 20 spaces available. So make sure you grab your space. Make sure you follow our Instagram. Make sure you get informed in your Nürburgring eSports bar when the registration is online, so that you can secure your space with your teammate. First come, first serve. So who chooses the Ferrari first, who gets the Ferrari first, obviously. So please make sure to follow our social medias, especially the Instagram, and you will be notified very shortly when the registration for the Legends race and for the F1 championship will be open. So as you can see in the background, I already started to set up the live stream, or not the live stream. I set up the race for you. So let's see if we can put in a little bit more drivers. So it's me, it's you, it's two car each of a kind. So we have 22 opponents. That's pretty good. So, and then as I promised, I'll take the iconic Ferrari. Let's see the liveries. Something really red, because Ferraris have to be red, aren't they? So this one looks good as well. No, I think we're taking the classic red livery. This one, 58 with the Goodyear sponsor. Oh no, no Werbung. We're starting last, obviously. We're putting up the opponent's strength to what about something like that, 93, and then we'll put up the difference in strengths a little bit, the variation on strengths a little bit, and we'll put up the opponent's aggression on 50 to get it a little bit rolling, and then always put in a little bit of a variation. Then for this race, as I don't want to, as I really want to finish the race, we put in auto clutch, but we keep the tire wear and the fuel consumption up. And that's it. I think that's it. 24 drivers, 22 opponents, custom grid, 3 laps. Yeah, I think let's go. So, Julian, registration is not yet up. It will be up very, very shortly. I don't know if we will be finished tonight or today, or if it will be early next week. But as I said, just keep track on the Instagram channels to get informed when the registration for the Legends race and the registration for the F1 Championship will be up. So another question you asked is, I can press go on the fly. Another short notice. So for the next race of the NEC, we will drive the Nordschleife, only the Nordschleife, without the Grand Prix track. So it will be probably with GT4 cars something around 7 minutes, 7:30 per lap. So it will be probably 4 laps each race. Yeah. Probably when my math is right, even 5. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Julia. And all the others in chat, I'm still looking forward to have you here with us. I'm a little bit sweaty, to be honest, because it's really hard to drive in these cars. But nevertheless, 7:34. Okay, you already practiced, obviously. 7:34, let's do the quick math. That's 4 laps in pretty much around 30 minutes. Yeah, 4 laps, okay. 4 laps, so pretty much 30 minutes to go. So there we have our beautiful Ferrari as we experienced. We put up the gearing a little bit to have some straight line speed. 275 should be fine. Fuel capacity, we need 3 laps. So according to the other cars, it was 20 liters per lap. Not just 20 liters, but nearly 20 liters. So we put in 60 liters and this should be fine. So everything else we keep as it is. Nothing too spectacular actually, and yeah, let's do it. Are you ready? I'm still wondering why my button box is not working, but okay. I'm switching to the full screen to really be concentrated, and then let's see how this race goes. So lights are on. Opala, they're all starting a little bit slow. Okay, yeah, park it up one more time because what did we notice? And I don't trust the AI, so we're putting down the damage to 0 and try again. Dijon. I take my bath in the seat with the temp. Yeah, true. It's very hot these days. Next race, as I said, will be in September, 18th September. The next NEC race probably won't be as hot. But yeah, a lot of guys were sweating it out on Wednesday. I was at the Nürburgring once again. And there were a lot of people looking very, very sweaty after the races. But that's what we're talking about. That's why we're racing. And yeah, I'm having a bath as well now. So, okay, pit stop and crew is loading, and there we are. Put up the gears once more. Fill up the fuel tank once more. So it looks like it's 120 liters again for the Ferrari. That's good to know. So, and then let's go. Keep it simple, keep it easy. There's nobody behind us. Oh, change the stream. Ferrari sound, I love it. So let's go, guys, let's go. It's not a parking lot. So let's see how the AI behaves. So we get a good idea on how tight the track really is. We're already up a few positions. Missed an upshift, okay. I see smoke. Because they're cutting the course like crazy. So I'm still shifting manually with the H pattern shifter. Looks like we are fairly able to keep the pace on these cars in front. Oopala. Yeah, oopala. Oh. That's what happens when you try to close the gap, not focusing on the racing. Okay, Ferrari, very difficult to shift actually. Getting outbraken by the Porsche, but we keep it around the outside. What's going on with the outer clutch of the Ferrari? There's a Porsche right beside us. You can see. No, you didn't see it in the mirror. Okay, let's try to catch up. Oh no, that's not helping. As you can see, it's something completely different when you're driving on your own than driving in a race. Oh, yeah, they're doing a parking lot again, so we can probably make up some time now. So up 2 positions, P21. So let's see if we can benefit from the longer gearing. A little bit hot into the entry of the Nordschleife, but yeah, we'll take it. Always the missed upshifts, that's crazy. Yeah, it looks like the car doesn't have too good of brakes. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll catch them all up. Probably I put the AI difficulty a little bit too high, but as we all like a good challenge, doesn't matter actually. So we're keeping track, we catch up to the field. And now we're a little bit more familiar with the track as we're on the Nordschleife. And it's not very stiff, the car, it's very, very bumpy. It's always a good idea to switch cars just before doing a race. But yeah, it's only for experience purposes. So we want to get... Oh, the car really doesn't have good brakes. Oh, phew. Well, we're trying to catch up to the guys in front again. It's a small mistake at Schwedenkreuz, but here Arenberg, that's something. We're really fast and we're going to the inside. No time to lose here. The Porsche still side by side. It doesn't help when you miss upshifts. Yeah, getting very close to the Porsche once again. Putting him under pressure. Dive down the inside. No, no, yes. Oh, a little bit of a bump and ride. Okay, take your time when upshifting. This obviously helps. So as I said before, the cars look very, very beautiful, and as you can see, the rear end of the Porsche obviously is a very good looking one. So that's a RSR from 1973, and they're doing a parking lot here. So what is going on? Okay, there's a Capri facing the wrong way, and we made up about a lot of places. Yeah, that's when you race against the AI, and that's why I was about to put off the damage, because they just start to stand in the middle of the track. So made up 8 places. Let's see if I can. No, I pressed something wrong. Okay, I hope the stream is still fine for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put on the virtual mirror. So you can see cars behind, because most likely, as we jumped a lot of faster cars, there will be some approaching from behind. Oh, smoke again. Yellow flag. Oh, there's a Corvette. Oh, sorry, little GTR. Oh no, sorry, little Capri. Ooh, they crashed behind. Did you see that? Okay, there was a Corvette standing in the middle of the street, and I wasn't able to avoid it. But let's catch the Corvette now. Sorry to the Capri. Nothing I can do there. So let's catch the Corvette. What is going on with this upshifts? Okay, I will figure it out. No worries. Keep it on track. Going this small kink, and then we're onto the Hohe 8. Let's see if we can go fast through here and catch up the Corvette. Rev it out on the approach to Wippermann. I should have set up some kind of a time multiplier, so it gets a little bit dark, but I think I'm shifting too fast, you know. I think that's the problem. I'm putting in the gear a little bit too fast. I'm pressing the clutch a little bit too shortly. Yeah, but as I said, we caught up to the Corvette. Let's see where we can go by. Let's see what the AI does in this difficult corner here. Yeah, they're having their struggles again as well. Oh, there's the next pack. Okay. Opala, giving a little bit of a bump. Go faster, mate. Go faster. Oh, not that fast. Come on, come on, come on. It's not a... Oh, there's the... Oh. Okay, we're giving him a little bit of a bump every now and then, but... So I tried to put up the relative on the Döttinger Höhe, because you can see what the difference is between the cars in front, and that's a little bit of a mistake from him again. Oh, can you hear the Corvette? That sound of the Corvette? Just beautiful. Getting in the slipstream. There you have the relative. So, but nevertheless, as you can see, nothing to do about the power of the Corvette. We'll have to get him somewhere else. Whoa, the Ferrari again, kissing the obviously very oh, I was missing the corner. Sorry, I was looking at the relative in front and behind. There's one guy in the pits. Okay, so we're up to P11 from the first lap. So there's the Corvette putting up a lot of smoke. So, and a Porsche RSR approaching behind. So okay, let's forget that mistake in the Nürburgring chicane and catch up to the Corvette once more. Don't bottle it this time. So top 10 would be very nice. Would be very, very nice to have in this race. Let's see if we don't crash it once more. I think that's the place where we crashed last lap. Yeah, there were the skid marks on the track. Still. So now coming up to the tight corner. Nope. Oh. Okay, Porsche's going by. I wanted to blow. That was spectacular. He hit the curb on the inside, or the crest on the inside. And he flew by us. It was very spectacular. Okay, let's follow the Porsche. He was obviously very quick. See, RSR from 1973. Come on! I told you. I said you were quick. Side by side through the kink there. Come on, let the prancing horses prance. Go in the slipstream of the Porsche. Oh yeah, we have a little bit of a top speed advantage to the Porsche. Let's see how we are on the brakes. I don't want to get held up by the Porsche, to be honest. Because there are a lot more cars approaching, as you can see in the mirror. Hoppala. Getting sweaty already. Oh, third gear is too much. I'm getting used to the upshifts, at least. We're closing down the big group in front. We should already been if we didn't crash in the Nürburgring chicane. But nevertheless, going down Flugplatz, approaching Schwedenkreuz, just follow them. As you can see in the relative, we're slightly closing this gap. So brake a little bit earlier. Oh no, wrong gear. The brakes in this Ferrari are horrible. Fighting the car as much as I can. And yeah, there's a Corvette. I think there's a second Corvette in there. Yeah, we're closing this gap very, very easily. So you can see, getting closer and closer. But the Porsche is very, very fast, to be honest. So he's not slowing us down at all. He caught the group very fast. So there's a Corvette, the Corvette we earlier followed, and a Ferrari. So let's see if they were able to sort his yellow flag again. Let's see if they were able to sort themselves out in Wehrseifen. Nope. Still not. A Jaguar, facing the wrong way. So it looks like we're now P9. A little bit of oversteer again. So the Porsche got through. The Corvette got stuck. So let's see how far we can go forward. 8765 P5 is inside there, which is a good side, obviously. Staying in fourth gear this time. A little bit of smoke from the Porsche. Can we get a run? Oh, he cuts us off. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I'll send him to the grass. Okay, yeah, he caught it. Okay, that was not what I really wanted to do. So there's a Shelby, a Tommaso, and a Ferrari now in front. Let's see if we can catch D3. So that's the beauty of the AI in Assetto Corsa. As you can see, there's Dan Gurney in the Shelby Daytona. Oh, stay on track, Sebastian. Oh, a little bit of a lag, okay. Never mind. Let's see if we can close the gap through this tricky technical section of the Nordschleife again, like we did last lap with the Corvette. But the Porsche is still hanging with us, so yeah, we can't get rid of the Porsche. I assume he will be our colleague for the rest of the race. Yeah, they're slow into Brünnchen. So try to outperform our fellow Ferrari driver. Think we're in front. Yeah, we are. So that's up to P8 now, P7 actually. Obviously one of the... oh no. Ah, that's a tricky corner. Sorry, De Tomaso. I was just thinking about why we are P7, but we should have been P7. As I was talking half a lap before, we were racing for P5. But this is exciting. This is very exciting. Exciting and exhausting at the same time. Oh, we cut the course off. Shelby scratching the wall as we nearly did. They're side by side, the Tommaso and the Shelby. So let's see how that ends. Whew. What an experience. What an experience actually. Ah, drive through, yeah. That's why we have no race commission here. And the AI won't bother. So yeah. Looks like Ferrari is not the fastest on the straight, as the De Tomaso and the Shelby are running away a little bit, or at least we're not closing. Even though we're very well in the slipstream. And they're braking as well. Oh, De Tomaso ran into the fence, to the bushes. So now concentrate on slowing down for the Hohenrhein chicane. No point going into first gear, I think. Few cars in the pits, okay. So one more lap to go, 26 liters of fuel still available, so we should be fine on fuel. Now you can go to Südschleife in third gear with this car, and Harzenbach on the Nordschleife you have to go for second gear, but this part here is fine in third gear. So now all of a sudden, because of some cars pitting, all of a sudden we're in the hunt for a podium, which would be a great achievement if we can get the Di Tommaso. But I'm not so convinced or convenient about trying it on the Südschleife, because Südschleife is really the not so well track part of the track for me. So I would rather love to get him on the Nordschleife part, but let's see. We'll take every opportunity. Last lap 121. That's what I'm talking about, taking every opportunity. 121 last lap. That's probably the fastest out of all I've done so far, but yeah, it's understandable, because I'm getting used to the cars, I'm getting used to the track. Shelby with a big lock up. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. We're hitting the fence as well. So what an amazing paint job on the Shelby. Again, slow in the... Wow. Hear that sound, baby! Screaming all over the place, the Shelby. It's an amazing experience, guys. I can now recommend once more, be aware of the registration file and secure your spot as fast as you can, because this will be one of the greatest sim racing experiences you've ever had. Around the outside, against the Shelby. That was a good maneuver. So now we have two. This looks like we won't be able to win, because it's, as you can see in the delta, it's 27 seconds away from 20 seconds away from the leader. Unless he makes a mistake, we'll probably have to defend our second place then. Oh no, I upshifted. Oh no! Oh no. That's our race done. Oh no, oh no. I was driving in third gear in Hatzenbach and then wanted to downshift into second gear, and the car wouldn't let me downshift into the second gear. So I snapped the clutch and then I spun around, and that's our podium gone. Welcome to sim racing. You're not about to have any mistakes. So let's catch up and try to reach our original goal, which was top 10 finish. I think this is still not out of hand. Fighting the Ferrari over the bumps and curbs. Let's see if we can get these two guys in front. Yeah, cutting the course a little bit. That is fine. As I was watching, Commander Burlington is in P10. Okay, let's see. Nice name. I wanted to read that name, therefore I cut the course in the Fuchsröhre a little bit. It's a corner entry oversteer like a boss. There's yellow flag again. Think there's once again someone crashed in Beerseifen. Oh no, they're crashing here. Oh, there's our Golf Porsche. Okay. Welcome, mate. So back to P8 then, I guess. So let's see if we can catch the 906 and the RSR in front. No, we get passed by the Pistoni Porsche once again. Oh no, 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 no. Why are you going so slow? Oh, I think he recovered it, as I can see in the mirror. I'm missing upshifts once again. So let's see. We're in P8. Let's see if we can get any further with the Ferrari on this last lap here. Now I can make up some time through Mootcover, because they're very slow through there, and as you can see in the relative, that's what happened. I made up some time in the moot curve. Pooh. It is a very exhausting experience, I can tell you guys. That is a very exhausting experience. I'm sweating like crazy. Okay, bye Julian. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow our social media ingredients on Instagram to always get the latest notifications on events. I already talked about it this stream and will remind you very shortly again. So Legends race on the 20th of September. F1 series starting in November, where the the registration form will be up very shortly. Yeah, now we're gonna remember the score now, you see. And we're catching up to P5. Let's see if one of the cars in front is probably a little bit slower on the Döttinger Höhe. We can catch one of these and at least get P4, P7. Yeah, cut the track there. Yeah, we close up to the Porsche, the 906 Porsche. And he's crashing into the wall. We didn't. Follow you everywhere. Perfect. Perfect, Julia. So let's see if we can make up a place or two in the last couple of kilometers, making sure not to miss the upshift once again. Duck down in the slipstream. Yeah, we're closing in. Looks like we're closing in. Yes, yes, yes. A very good car, obviously in the corners, the Porsche. Well, we do have advantages on the straight. It's a lot more prancing horses than the Porsche has, so it looks like, as when nobody else is doing any mistakes, we'll have to settle for a very good P7. That's the race for you guys. I hope you liked it. That was a great experience starting P31, near P23 I think we started. P23 going up to P7, finishing the race. So, as you can see, I'm a little bit exhausted, a little bit sweaty now. This was a very exciting experience. I really loved it. I will say goodbye for this time. Thank you for watching this stream. I will keep you with the replay for some minutes, as I will shortly summarize all the things I said today. So follow us on Instagram. Have a look on the social medias when the registration will be online. So the Legends race will be at the 20th of September. Next NEC race, 18th of September. We're making a short summer break now. But we're giving you the opportunity to already register for this championship. and for all the upcoming races. So as you can see, this is a brilliant camera here. I will leave you with the replay for one more second, and then I will switch off the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the stream. Stay tuned on Nürburgring eSports and keep sim racing. This is Sebastian. I'm off and out.
The atmosphere, the people here around are so passionate, so it's incredible.
I get goosebumps every time I see this.
The Nürburgring is really a very special place, and it's a very difficult place.
So it's very, very good to have all these fans back here in the home of motorsport.
I love this atmosphere. It's the calm before storm.
Thank you.